Lately, I've been in the lab working on new dribble moves, trying to figure out what's the best 6 for me, but also what's the best 6 for y'all boys, to try to find the best dribble moves that can fit y'all builds based on if you're 6'1", 6'6", or even a 6'10", possibly a 7-footer based on what you can unlock. But I'm also gonna put y'all on game. I'm gonna show y'all locations that y'all can go dribble at, the locations that has delay and the locations that doesn't have delay. As y'all already know, my career is an offline game mode, so you already know when you go play my career, there's no delay. But other places like the Chris Brickley, you can go Chris Brickley when it's available 2 times a week. But another private gym that you can end up going to is right across the map. It's the Lethal Shooter Art of Shooting gym. You can dribble in here, you can shoot around the same way you can do in Chris Brickley. But if you're someone that's going to play in the GATORADE facility, just know when you go in that private court, it does have a similar to delay to park, but this ends up different in different game modes like theater and pro-am and all those other things like rec. But if you're someone that's going to go dribble around in a park and you can finally find an open court, you can end up coming to one of these 4 garage hoops, at the 2 at the top of the city and 2 at the bottom of the city, and you can end up finding a court if it's open, hopping on the court, bringing your basketball out, and you can end up dribbling. And this does have a similar to delay when it comes to playing game modes online, so you can get that same feeling if you play other game modes. But you can also hit the stage, the same thing you can hit the park. But I know there's 2v2 courts that's going to be open, so you see people on the court right now, they're working on their combos, dribbling, practicing. If those are taken in the stage, you just go on the other side of the stage and hop on those 2v2 courts, hopefully if they're open. But if not, you can still go to the other options. The same way you can go in the park, if it's an open court, you can dribble around in the shoot around, so you don't end up losing bash regression and stuff like that, hot spots like you end up losing in the street ball game modes like the Sunset Park, the Point, and then the R. Those end up having you lose hot spots if you're shooting poorly. You end up losing badges if you're not doing the badges that you need. But most of you guys already know that already. But look, it's another thing in the game that y'all might not know. There's a rep reward that ends up giving you more animations, dribble moves, jump shots, things like that, and you have to be starter 3. And starter 3 is not very easy to hit. You got to put a lot of hours in if you want to hit starter 3 and play the game a lot. So things like the Trae Young fade, Michael Jordan dribble style, Rudy Gay jump shot, Kevin Durant triple pull up, Russell Westbrook moving crossover, those things are unlocked at starter 3 if you want to end up getting those animations and making your My Player even better than what it is now. But let's start off with the dribble styles. Y'all already know everybody was using Michael Jordan dribble style, 75 speed with ball, but this year you need those requirements. But as of a small guard, every small guard is mostly going to be using Kyrie Irving. If they're not using Kyrie Irving, they're going to be using these other 2 that I'm about to show you. And the only problem with the Kyrie Irving is that the misdirection is not good. But other than the Kobe Bryant, the speed boost that you get off the Kobe Bryant is not good unless you do the Trae Young size up, the actual escape size up, the speed boost to end up getting it. But his misdirection on Kobe Bryant is good, the same way it is on this other one as a Magic Johnson. Now, Magic Johnson and Kobe dribble style is very similar to each other. It's just the misdirection is different. One is wider than the other one is a little bit quicker, and one creates a little bit more space. So it's just based on your preference when it comes to using these actual dribble styles. And it seems like this year the Magic Johnson dribble style is the new Michael Jordan dribble style for bigger builds, since you only got to have a 75 speed with ball, but you do need speed with ball when it comes to getting other attributes and other badges. But now for a key important to your dribbling is the signature size up. Now if you're on those bigger builds like the 7-footers, the 6'10s, this Giannis signature size up is definitely a good one to use, the same way with Carmelo Anthony. The requirements are under 70, so you can do 70 or 65. It's your preference, it's whatever you can get and whatever is available, but you also can still use basic, pro, normal. Those are still available for you as well. But now you got the De'Aaron Fox. You can't go wrong with this. Y'all remember all the way from 2K22, this size up has always been good, especially for bigger builds. But even if you're playing on a small build, it's just your preference. And the requirement for that was only at 80, but for Steve Francis, you needed 95 ball control and be under 6'5". This is literally one of the combinations of having dribble style Kyrie Irving and then Steve Francis as your signature size up. The size up that's returning from last year is the Tracy McGrady, aka the TMAC dribble size up. This is a good one as well, but one thing about this, if you're going to be trying to do standstill combos, just know, be aware that we will get plucked, especially with these lockdowns being out here. I don't recommend you doing standstill in front of a lockdown because it's getting crazy out here with the steals. Now the last one, you got the Trae Young. Y'all all remember the Trae Young last year. I showed y'all Trae Young dribble size up was crazy. It helps you combo and you get a good speed boost off of it. But another one is Kemba Walker. A lot of people, y'all might remember Kemba Walker from 2K22, but it ended up making its way back in 2K24. And I've seen a few people end up using this, especially people who like to do standstill kill and combo and things like that. Also use signature styles that's gonna end up correlating to your play style. Don't just use SIGs that I just give you or SIGs that people are giving you. Just find something that fits your play style. Now for the regular breakdowns, a lot of times you're not really gonna use this because these do get plucked a few, especially how locks are right now. You can use the Darius Garland. The Scoot Henderson is cool with me. I mess with the Isaiah Thomas as well. Just end up doing a nice little flick animation with this, and you can end up holding R2, flicking your right stick up and pulling your right stick down, and it can give you the nice little John Wall snatch. But as of the aggressive, Darius Garland aggressive is good. This is what you're gonna usually do when you hold R2 and flick your right stick up. But Scoot Henderson is still good. Both of his actual aggressive and his regular are actually great breakdowns to use. And then for the other ones that you're gonna see, they're not really like that. I can say that Jamal Murray works more with the John Wall combination. If you're gonna do the Jamal Murray, you're gonna do the Jamal Murray with the John Wall step back spam. That's gonna be the main reason you use that. But Terry Rozier, I use this on my 6'6". I like it for comboing, but how 2K is right now, trying to combo in front of a lockdown, hey, you might wanna get to that rim or try to get a basket up as quick as you can. But if it ever gets to the point that 2K buffs unpluckable or they end up nerfing steals, this will be the only time I would be trying to combo in front of somebody that has a high steal. But for a size up escape, we got the Kevin Durant. This is for my big builds. You got a 75 ball control. Hey, you can rock with this, but now you got the De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. De'Aaron Fox this year, a lot of people are sleeping on. But I think the tallest you can be to get this actual dribble move is 6'6". But if you can possibly get it at 6'7". The next one is Kyrie Irving. It's somewhat similar to the TRAE Young when he do the cross. When I'm telling you this now, when he do the TRAE Young misdirection, it's very similar, but it's a little bit slower. That's the only thing. And he doesn't do a big hop like the TRAE Young. As you see, the TRAE Young, he get a big bunny hop compared to the Kyrie Irving. It's like a small, quick one, but the TRAE Young does get a better speed boost animation off of it. So if you end up playing on a big build and you got a 92 ball control, so that means my 6'6", my 6'5", you can put TRAE Young on. But if you can get Kyrie Irving, mess with the Kyrie Irving and let me know how y'all feel about it. But hey, if you don't like it, go back to TRAE Young. But for all the dribble moves, it's a new thing called a combo move. Now, this is a move that a lot of people do on accident. The best ones I've seen so far is the Curry and the De'Aaron Fox. But if you do not want to end up doing this consistently, you can put it on basic and keep it as it is. But like I said earlier, I do prefer the Curry and the De'Aaron Fox out of all of them. As of the Curry one, it works well with a lot of behind the backs that give you the wraparound. So keep that in mind. If you want to do the little wraparound behind the backs like the Jamal Murrays and things like that, I prefer you to have Curry or De'Aaron Fox. But another behind the back combo that you want to end up getting is the Kyrie Irving one. The Kyrie Irving little combo is cool, but it's not the best. It's just based on your preference. But also, if you don't know how to activate these, don't even put them on. I'm gonna tell you this now. Just keep it on basic. You're not gonna get the animation that much. But another one is the TRAE Young. TRAE Young is simple. It's getting straight to the point. He gets 2 moves most of the time, and he get a double tap tap. The same way as Curry is, but it's just not as fast. But now we're gonna get into the crossovers. This is when I've been trying to lab. When it comes to crossovers, some of these crossovers kind of wonky. But I've been messing with D'Angelo Russell because he got a little drop cross animation that gets you a great speed boost. It's only a few of them in here that I like so far, but if you got a crossover in the comment section, let me know what you're messing with and I'll test it out and see if I like it. But Damian Lillard, it gets a crazy fast speed boost. It's like a weird crossover you get, and then after it gives him a nice little boost of speed to help you get past your defender. Now the next one is Kevin Durant. This is for bigger builds. If you got a 75 ball control, if you want to end up using this on your build just to use it, I wouldn't prefer it, but if you're on a bigger build, that's the only way I prefer it. But if you're going to use this one, this is literally one of the best ones in the game, and you need an 88 ball handle. As of having Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, everybody's been saying, hey, Kobe Bryant is the crossover that you want to use this year. Since you got to end up grinding to starter 3 to unlock special animations, that's what Russell Westbrook crossover will be at, but you got to end up hitting starter 3, and that's not going to be an easy journey, especially if you're someone that doesn't have time to do that. But I know a lot of you guys may be asking me, where's the Curry slide when it came to doing the escapes? They end up making the Curry slide a behind the back move. So they tied the behind the back into the Curry slide instead of being the size of escape. They just put it all together. So if you want to use Curry, you can, and Steve Francis again with having a express with TRAE Young. So you can use both of them, all 3 at the same time. Then you got De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is a good behind the back to use. It gets a fast behind the back animation. Now James Harden, This is the wraparound animation I was telling y'all about. If you're gonna end up having a wraparound animation, you got that KYRIE combo moves on, you can get really crazy with it with the combos, especially if you know what you're doing. The same thing with Jamal Murray. This is a preference thing. You can choose James Harden or Jamal Murray, or you can end up using the De'Aaron Fox one. This is just good ways to end up getting open. It's also a nice way to put a combo together. You can do the Jamal Murray, the John Wall step back combo with the TRAE Young. It's a lot of moves that you can put together, just do very simple too. It's not very hard to do, but this behind the back is the glitchiest behind the back in the game. You can't rip it, it's hard to blitz, and it's the TRAE Young moving behind the back. This is literally the hardest one to steal on the game. You get close to somebody and they hit you with this, you're not stealing the ball and it's not falling out their hands. But now we get into the spins. A lot of people, they just kept their spin on basic since you can't do the basic spin back anymore, but it is still a good spin to use because they got a nice little step back animation off of it. If you're someone that's taller, you can use the Kevin Durant or Anthony Edwards. The animation is not the best, but it does get the job done. If you're a dribble head from the old 2Ks like 2K16, 17, 18, 19, all those 2Ks, and you remember Pro 4 spin, this is Pro 4 inside of NBA 2K24, but also it's another one. It's multiple animations that you get. You can get Steve Nash, and Steve Nash has the Pro 4 spin. If you remember from 2K19, y'all remember the Pro 4 spin, the 2K17, the Pro. This is the spin that you can end up getting a nice little glide spinning back, and you can go crazy and combo up off of. Now look, it's last two actual signature animations that you want to end up having. These are very important. The hesitations, you can use Kobe. Kobe is a good hesitation. He gets a good boost. He gets a good hezo, and you can speed boost off of it. There's certain hesitations that you can't speed boost off this year, so keep that in mind. The next one is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, it got a weird standing hesitation. If you do like a flick up to the same ball hand, he's going to end up doing a hesitation, but it's not going to let you speed boost off of it as fast as Kobe. But that's just for you to test out. Now Ja Morant, he got one of the shiftiest, swaggiest in and outs, this like crazy hesitations this year. Like it's actually clean, the hesitation they gave Ja Morant this year. Like that side step to the right, the side step to the left, that's actually tough. But the last one, you got the generic CP3. CP3, a lot of people always use this. A very simple move. You can speed boost off of it, and then you throw the ball in front of him. It's a nice little move that you can use. If you want to try something else, you think it's effective, let me know in the comment section. But for the last one, the step back. John Wall is literally the #1 step in the game. Last year was Luka Doncic. Now this year it is John Wall step back. Now John Wall step back, this is the one you see people doing a little snatch animation consistently, speed boosting off of it. This is literally one of the best ones to use, but CP3 is very similar to John Wall, but it's not better than John Wall. If you want to end up getting CP3 since it's a 75, you can use it under a 610. But now you got Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, all you need is an 80 ball control. If you can't get an 80 ball control, you got a lot of different options, but this year normal doing the Asta slide, it's not like how it used to be. It's super slow now. But if this video helped you figure out what SIGs that you might end up using on your build and helps you break down what everybody is using, hey man, my SIGs will be in the description if you want to try them out on my small guard and on my big guard. But make sure y'all boys like the video, subscribe, and put on notifications if y'all haven't yet, and check out the 2 videos on the screen, man.